Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode Rewrite second season, which is on episode 8. Now, this episode right here, being a little realistic on a certain side of things, of seeing how things haven't changed and how humanity is just on the brink of whatever you could call it, you know? So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that Kotaro ends up returning to Japan and ends up I'm talking with his teammates, you know, and things kind of gotten a little complicated for him later because it seems like to me he seems to have contact with Kaguri or he's able to see her. Eventually, when it comes to the certain scenes of seeing Kaguri and so forth, he realizes that he somehow made a contract with her just by touching her when she was a little plant, and that was many years ago or 2 years ago. And eventually, you know, Kaguri asks him for help because, here's what's really happening. Kaguri explains that because of how, re-evolution is, if I see a lot of sad memories and so forth, I had to re-evolutionize everything, and that's salvation or something, you know? In other words, in other cases, if things do not change now, like literally now, then I can guarantee you this planet will die and so will humanity. Go into extinction. Or be into genocide because even Kaguri cannot stop this from happening, or she has to let this salvation or re-evolution, which won't be a good result, to happen because all these sad memories and conflict is the cause of all this, and she asked Kotaro to help him out, you know. Of course, there was a little funny moment involving Kotaro being the man who saved humanity and groping Kaguri's breast or something. But no, I don't care about that right now. That's not something important for the time being. We have to it that eventually Kotaro decides to infiltrate Gaia and becomes one of the summoners, you know, and he's trying to climb the ladder. Of course, when Kaguri was killing certain insects of Gaia's summoning monsters, Kotaro warned her not to do that again because they will get suspicious and they will end up finding her, you know? And they will get to her and all hell will break loose. Eventually, you know, when being in the member of Gaia as a, let me see here, double agent for Kaguri because he's trying to save the world and give her fond memories, but it's not working so well. And we have to it that Kotaro was concerned about Kaguri when she went missing and he yelled at her. She tells him, don't you get hostile with me. He goes I'm mad because I was worried about you, okay? You understand how much I was concerned and so forth and so on. Eventually, Kotaro is still keeping in contact with Yasmin for help, you know, in order to analyze some things as he analyzed with Key with her and everything else. So it looks like to me, Yasmin does have a role to play in the Terra route. Maybe. I don't know. Or in this route right here. I don't know what visual novel players will tell me, but I don't know how it goes either. So you could say that how things are still getting a little hectic. So we have to it that after talking with Yasmin through the messenger and so forth, he ends up going to the forest and finds Kotori there. Surprisingly enough, she's still the same age and young height or something, you know? Which is, I don't know. But eventually, when Kotaro ends up realizing what Kotori has done, bringing her parents back as zombies and so forth and protecting the key, he was pretty upset at what Kotori is doing and asks her, does she even realize the danger? She goes I do, but he goes no, you don't. You're gonna get yourself killed here and there, and just by the looks of it, when he's trying to push her away and so forth and tells her to get out of here and so forth, not to involve with Kaguri or something, it might be saying that I don't want you to be involved with this, or he's just being a total jerkwad, which he was a total jerkwad still throughout the terror route, or of this terror route. And I think, I like his maturity and everything else and so forth, but the way how he's being a total d-bag or a jerk, you know, I guess that's another thing maybe to put inside him because he wasn't really nice to Kotori right there. But eventually, you know, when he tells her to get the hell out of here because you're only gonna get yourself hurt, she tells him, do you have any idea I have suffered every sad moment and so forth? What's wrong with you? Why can't you be a little bit more nice to me, huh? And he goes that's what we've always been. You know that, don't you? She says, you telling me to go home and live with no one by my side, live by myself, all in darkness alone? My mother and father were the only ones in my life that's been nice to me, and you expect me to go all by myself and so forth? And this kind of gave Kotaro some major guilt, you know? And I think in my mind, it's supposed to. You just made a kid cry, and what? You only made like one friend, which is a small kid that's like, what, 2 years younger than you, or possibly more? And you are like, what, some army-trained soldier who knows the ways of combat and tries to fix things, but you're not even trying to, like, understand what the hell she's gone through. Hell, she lost her parents and she brought them back to life as monsters or something. I don't know, but damn, dude. Although my friend told me there were a couple things that you're supposed to, like, look into, but this is one of those things where Kotaro's like a total D-bag or something, you know? And just by the look of it, Kotaro's like wondering, like, this is the second time he sees Kotori cry and so forth. I'm thinking in my mind, well, congratulations on being Mr. Good Detective, yeah, and so forth. Anyways, yeah, something about, like, Kotaro trying to save Earth and humanity and stopping salvation or re-evolution or evolution, whatever it is called, you know. But the major conflict is between the Homo sapiens, as Kaguri says, you know, and that's the conflict between Gaia and Guardian. So it looks like to me, I've seen a lot of Kotori now. She's gonna have a role to play. I only see a little bit of Akane, but I think she's gonna have a role to play later. The only two characters I haven't seen yet is actually like Shizuru and Lucia. Well, I'm pretty sure they'll come in later, but I don't know how long it's gonna be, but one thing for sure, the Terra route is unknown to me. Well, I did spoil myself a very, very long time ago after I finished season 1 and so forth, but yeah. Just the ending itself though. But anyways, enough of me being a rambler or something. I don't know how this is really gonna go and so forth, but one thing for sure, saving the Earth from evolution or salvation is just another hard job to do, and Kotaro took up that job. And one thing for sure, you can't erase conflict that easily in humanity. That is just life itself. We all been through it, we all seen it, and hell to how we've been growing up, it's not gonna be erased. Just speaking out from what I see. So if anything else, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye. Doo doo doo.